Saldogpiper here with you today on a beautiful Saturday. Sun is shining, skies are blue, got some buds on the trees already, and I think it's about 70 something degrees. Just a gorgeous day. We had a cold day before yesterday. I think it was the first day of spring. Whenever that was, it was really cold. It was not like a spring day. But today, y'all saw this the other day. I was trying to trade it for something else. I got it brand new. I didn't really like it because of the blue stem, but it's actually grown on me. It's the Savinelli Ocean blue stemmed 320 KS. It's the first 320 model that I've owned from Savinelli. Love the bowl, love the pipe itself, love the shape. Holds a lot of tobacco, which I like. The only thing I just didn't like was the blue stem, but it's growing on me. So I think I'm going to keep it. I may get another Savinelli 320 rusticated or something later on, even a smooth one with some pretty grain. But I tend to get a lot of pipes off of eBay, estate sale pipes and stuff, and I've had really good luck. I got this one for a really good price, so I can't complain. I took a gamble on a guy that didn't have good ratings, which I normally don't do. But there was a little bit of shipping issue, but he took care of it, and because of that shipping issue, he packed a few extra tins of some goodies in there for me. I wish I'd brought them out here because I don't remember what they were. I think one of them was Sherlock Holmes that was a couple years old, and I can't remember what the other 10 was off the top of my head. But he made it right, so I can't complain too much. It took a while for me to get the pipe, but I got it. So anyway, I want to get on here and tell a couple police stories. I hadn't told any in a little while. The first one I was going to tell is another pursuit story. A lot of the exciting stuff is pursuit stories. I've got other stories that are not as interesting, I guess, and may be interesting to you. It's a normal day thing for me, and I try to remember, hey, this is interesting to other people that don't do law enforcement. They may like it. So this pursuit started by another officer. I got involved in the pursuit. We chased him all over the West Huntsville area, and eventually he got on a main roadway that led to an Army installation called Redstone Arsenal. We notified, our dispatcher notified the guards by PX to let them know, hey, there's a pursuit in the area. Y'all be on high alert in case he tries to come onto the arsenal. I'll let my pipe go out. Oh, I'm smoking Cornell and Dill's Cajun cake in it. I have learned that I really like this blend. It is awesome. It's got a lot of preak. My lighter, as usual, is about out. But I had just enough left. So we're heading down this road called Research Park. It leads to the arsenal, and there's a gate there basically to keep people from coming on the arsenal without getting checked. And as he's approaching it, we know that they have a mechanism in place to stop cars that are trying to get on the arsenal, whether that be terrorists or, like this case, we've had pursuits that go onto the arsenal sometimes, and you know that's a sensitive area. It's the area's top secret area basically. Can't keep this lit today. But as he approaches the gate, we back off a little bit. So they've got this thing in the ground under the roadway, cut into the roadway. It's a giant net. They use them on aircraft carriers to assist jets that I guess are fixing to slide off the aircraft carriers. It's a net that pops up and it'll catch them. Same kind of thing. So when they hit a button, this net pops up out of the road and catches whatever it is coming through. And that's exactly what happened. He blew through the gate. The guards hit that button. He hit that net head on. And when he hit it, his back end come up off the ground, almost straight up, come right back down. I'd never seen anything like it. It was the coolest thing I'd seen in a long time. Alright, I'm not fooling this pipe right now. I can't talk and smoke my pipe and keep it going. I don't think I packed it right. So he hit the ground. We converged on him. Redstone Police was there. We took him into custody, and he didn't know what happened. He actually didn't have a seatbelt on, so he hit the windshield pretty hard. Luckily, he didn't go through the windshield, but he had a pretty good little head injury. He had no clue what happened. He said, I was driving one minute, and the next minute I was stopped. So it was a little crazy. Another story I got, I was not there. I was about 1 year old when this story happened. I don't know if I mentioned my father was in law enforcement as well. We worked at the same agency, or he worked same place I did or do. And he got a call, him and two other officers got a call of a guy in the projects waving a gun. And for the life of me, I can't remember if it's a shotgun or pistol. But they roll up to his apartment in the projects and they park a little ways back because they, you know, in case he comes out shooting, they've got a little bit of cover. You never pull up straight in front of somebody's house, and the reason being is they may come out shooting. That's exactly what happened. The guy came out shooting. So he's shooting at my dad and the other two officers, and at the time the officers in the 80s carried revolvers, and they were .357 Magnum revolvers. And I don't know if y'all how familiar you are with guns, but a .357 Magnum will also shoot what's called a .38 Special. Not as effective as a .357 Magnum, but the chief back in that time, for whatever reason, he was actually mentally ill. He only wanted officers to have .38 Specials loaded in the gun. They had .357 Magnum loads on their belt, but they didn't keep them in the gun, which made zero sense. No sense at all. And I say he was mentally ill. They didn't discover he was really mentally ill and such a bad guy, chief, until after he had left the police department. So the guy comes out shooting, shootout starts, officers are firing, bad guys firing back at him. Well, my dad shot him. It actually hit him in the head, on one side of the head. I don't know which one. It entered into the skull, but it went around on the inside of the skull, all the way around, and lodged somewhere in the skull. It didn't kill him. It knocked him a little bit, rung his bell obviously, but he was still able to shoot at him. Well, eventually they reloaded with some Magnum loads and were able to take him down. It didn't kill him. He wound up getting charged with 3 counts of attempted murder, and he got put into a mental hospital, I think for the rest of his life. I really don't know. I can't remember exactly after he got sent to that hospital if he ever got out or not. But he was a dangerous guy and living in those projects, and they'd had multiple problems with him over the years. But our mental health system in this country, I don't know about everywhere, but it's pretty broken. So he probably wound up staying in there. I don't know. But I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can tell you right now. I draw a blank. Everything's normal to me that we deal with, which is not normal to the general public because they don't see the things that go on like we do every day. So something that you may think, well, that would be a neat story or that's unusual, it's an everyday thing for us, so it doesn't really stick out in our heads that much. We did have a pursuit the other day, not too awful long ago. It's actually been several months. Got in a pursuit. I fell into the pursuit, and we chased this guy down University Drive. Well, he made a turn to try to get in the shopping center. When he did, he wound up taking off the front end of a car. He hit that car, but it didn't disable his car. He kept going. He was in a truck, actually. And we went through this shopping center parking lot, back out onto another side street, and we're chasing down the side street, and our supervisor at the time that was monitoring this pursuit decided it had gotten a little too dangerous and wanted to cancel the pursuit. About the time he canceled pursuit, this road he was on dead ends into a business. And in the business, obviously they have light poles up for their parking lights and things like that. Well, this guy hits the curb at a high rate of speed, launches his vehicle up, truck up in the air, and he comes down into this light pole. Well, he chopped that light pole right in half. Kept going, and there's a ditch, 2 ditches that run behind this business, pretty deep ditches. I say deep, for a vehicle they're deep. They're about 4 or 5 feet deep. And one of them runs this way and one of them runs this way. Well, when he hit that ditch again, it launched him up and he fell sideways onto the other ditch. Well, I was the lead car at this time. I come sliding in there. I actually slid into the ditch and launched my car up. Luckily, I landed straight back down. And there's a couple other officers that were pretty close behind me. It was called a felony takedown, and he surrendered, and we took him into custody. But he was driving his father's brand new pickup truck. I can't remember what make or model it was now. Brand new, didn't even have a tag on it yet. And he was intoxicated, he was drunk, and he didn't want to go to jail. So not only did he go to jail for a slew of charges, he wrecked his dad's brand new truck. This guy is not a kid. This guy was in his 40s. So I'm not talking like a 16, 17, 18-year-old kid. It's a 30-something, 40-something-year-old man borrowing his dad's truck and totaled it. I don't even know if it had insurance on it yet. It's supposed to have insurance on it, but I don't know if the insurance would cover running from the police and wrecking the car or not. I highly doubt it. Well, that's about all I got for today. Wife's out of town. She went down to Santa Rosa Beach, Florida to visit her grandmother and hang out with her for the weekend. So me and the kids have been hanging out at the house. I've been doing some chores. I'm building a bookshelf for my sister right now. So I got the wood the other day from the Home Depot and put some stain on it today, or on some of the wood. I don't have it put together yet. And it's drying right now, so I figured I'd come up here and do this video. I've got to do a VR soon. If y'all have not checked out, I believe it's Saldogpiper. And forgive me if I'm not saying that right now. I don't have my notes in front of me. I meant to make a note of it, but I think it's Saldogpiper. He's going to do a gall. I believe he has been on YouTube now for quite some time and has quite the number of subscribers. So he's going to do that. I believe he's giving away 4 pipes is what it is, and it is pretty easy to enter into his giveaway. So I highly recommend checking him out and maybe getting into the giveaway and get you a new pipe. Super guy. I love listening to him. Reminds me of my grandfather. I hope that don't offend him or offend you if you're watching, but just a super guy. I do plan on doing some shout outs for too much longer. I see a lot of guys doing shout outs now. Some have shouted me out and I surely appreciate it. It's helped me grow a little bit, get some subscribers, which I'm not on here for subscribers, but it's kind of cool to see subscribers subscribe to your channel. It's kind of neat because I'm definitely not good at doing this, but I enjoy doing it. So I'm going to do some shout outs in return to these people that I watch. There's people out there that I don't even know about yet that I hear about every day, and I try to get over their channels and subscribe to them and watch them, and it just helps out the community to get a shout out, so you know the people are there. But I'm going to do that soon. I really like that. And I guess that's about all I got for the day. This video's kind of gone long enough. Can't really think of much else to tell you. It's been a busy week, but that's about it. Well, y'all have a good day. I hope everything's going well for you. If you need a prayer for any reason, leave me a comment. There's power in prayer. I believe that wholeheartedly. I've seen some things done, some miracles happen that just, that's all it was a miracle. And I believe prayer helped these people out. The more people you can get praying for you in a time of need, the better your chances. The better the Lord will answer those prayers and get you back on track and where you need to be. I've already missed Piper X1X, Jonathan, and Chronicles of a Half-Wit. I'm missing them right now. I know they're dealing with some personal stuff and have not been on for a while, and I do pray for them. I hope they come back, but I completely understand that sometimes you just need time, and you know, maybe they'll be back, maybe they won't. But if you do watch my channel, just know that you are missed, and I know I'm not the only one missing y'all. Oh, Carolina Rose, I wanted to shout out about her. She did a real good video. She went to, I think it was JR Cigars, and did a walkthrough through the cigar. It looked like a warehouse to me. That thing was huge. But I appreciate that video. I had not heard of JR Cigars, so I'm going to look into maybe ordering some cigars from them. But that place was huge. She did a good job of documenting all that. Well, y'all have a good day, and if you need anything, holler at me, leave me a comment. I'll do the best that I can to help you out. If you have any questions about law enforcement specifically, every jurisdiction and state's different. I may be able to answer them or point you in the right direction, or if you have questions about maybe why law enforcement officers do certain things, I might be able to answer that. There's a lot of questions out there. I know that I have questions for people in professions that I know nothing about. But anyway, y'all have a good day, and I will see y'all next time. Bad boys.